namiest maximalism, the world's quietest room, and online banking. On today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who's written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
Aaron Kraft, our resident judge once again. How you doing, Aaron?
It's great to be back.
That's great, man. I heard Carly had a story.
Well, I'm afraid to tell it because Ricky was making some weird comments about when I said I wanted to tell a story.
And I encouraged you to tell your story, and I informed the rest of the cast that we were going to listen to her story.
And you know it's going to be all right when he doesn't look at you when he says all these things.
I'm looking at you, the audience.
Okay, well, I realized I had never told you guys what happened at my bridal shower. Now, granted, this was a while ago. I've been married for a while now, but at my bridal shower, they weren't
I'm already
invited.
regretting this. Why are we telling this fucking story?
No, listen. I was so excited because so originally when I was gonna buy a wedding dress, I didn't want to get anything over like $100. Like I really wanted to get something super cheap.
For your wedding dress?
Yeah, for my like actual wedding dress. I was very adamant on not spending any money.
How do you get a wedding dress for under $100?
Well, it's difficult, and I found a dress that I absolutely loved. And everyone
really easy, just what's it made out of?
And it was
Tissues?
$110 and I couldn't get it.
I bought it on Amazon and it was like $50 and it was this like white tube toppy kind of a flowy dress. I actually loved it. I thought it was beautiful. And everyone in my life was like, you cannot fucking wear that to your wedding. It's way too casual. And I got guilted into getting a different dress anyway, but then I was like, no, I have this dress. I love it. I know I'll wear it to my bridal shower. So I felt like $1 million. I put this dress on. I looked beautiful. I spent
You should
an
have
hour
felt
in my
like
hair.
$50.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, my mother-in-law was staying with us, so I'm driving to my bridal shower. My mother-in-law's in the car, and I'm literally pulling into my friend's house who's hosting the shower. And as we're pulling in, the zipper on the side of the dress
Became a ripper?
just ripped open.
Yeah?
Like
Oh my
completely
gosh.
ripped. Not just like, oh, it unzipped it, just like busted open on my boobs.
Yeah.
And then you see a tag that says, not for Jewish boobs.
Well, here's the worst part, is the way that the dress fit, I didn't need to wear a bra with it because it was very tight around my chest.
And let's cut to a clip of that.
I know. So immediately I'm like, fuck, what do I do? When I walk in the door, everyone's going to be like, hi, and my tit's out. So
And I won't put it back in.
Now that's a bridal shower.
I call my friend. Actually, this is Emily. She was on the show a couple weeks ago. So I call Emily and I'm like, Emily, I don't know what to do. I'm literally sitting in your driveway. My tit is out. Like, what do I do? I can't get my dress in. She's like,
I'll be right there.
she's like,
Hey, you know what? We did hear about this on Penthouse Forum.
she goes, okay, just sneak in through my garage and go into my closet and I'll come in and we'll find another dress for you. So my dress is unfixable at this point. Like I cannot get it to stay zipped. And her and I have very different body types. So none of her clothes was like, I was like, I don't know.
Describe the
I don't even
difference.
have a bra. Like her titties are way smaller
creep.
than me. So I like.
Then you, like, in your entirety.
How are the areolas?
All right, huge. But. Okay, so.
And we have a clip of that.
So.
And we'll tag Emily in the...
This story has.
And your areola is bigger than your friend Emily.
It's practically an area.
I can't even believe it fits on the screen. So this story has kind of a good ending. So I'm in the closet crying hysterically like I'm going to miss my own bridal shower. I can hear people saying, where's Carly? And then...
Where's her tits?
And then finally my sister comes in and she sees me like literally sitting naked on the floor of the closet of my bridal shower. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, my dress is on. I don't have a bra. I don't know what to do. And she goes, this is the craziest thing ever, but I have a dress for you. Like Literally, I brought it for you to give to you, and it's in my car.
$5,000 wedding dress.
Yeah.
It was a sequin dress, like a beautiful, like fancy sequin dress. And it fit. And my aunt had given it to her and didn't quite fit her. And she's like, I think this will look good on Carly. So she brought it to give to me.
And she's like, and because you're in such distress, you'd probably pay $300.
But anyway, no, she gave me this dress and I wore it for my bridal shower and it all worked out. But like, oh God, what a
This
mess.
serves you right for buying a $50 dress.
$50 is a lot of money for a dress to break, though.
This motherfucker is like, brand names only the finest. Don't
Shame on
even
you.
think about spending less than $5. No, whatever. But that's actually a nice story.
It's a good story, right?
Yeah, and
That's why we let you tell it.
Let me.
and I don't know what to do from there. But nice stories into our jokes. I don't know how to segue.
And whatever,
Round one.
whatever happened to your titties? Lived happily ever after?
They're still there.
Oh, good.
Hanging. They're just hanging out.
Tough break.
Well, they're hanging in right now.
Well, I still have that white dress, and I was like really tempted to write this whole mean, nasty review about how it ruined my bridal shower, and then it was like,
Well, now you can save it for your one-woman show. I mean, one-tit show.
just like everything is blacked out except for one tit.
Speaking of one
Tells
tit,
the story.
round one.
You know the vagina monologues. So.
Yeah.
The titty monologues.
The mono titty logs.
The breast soliloquy.
Okay, round one. Maximalist baby names set to be huge this year. From Cleopatra to Oberon. This is so upsetting.
Oberon.
By the way, I'm not sure this article ever discusses what a maximalist is. So I'm just going to preface, it's this new trend where people get rid of everything in their home except for what they need. So it's like minimalism, I think.
No, that's minimalism.
Yeah, that's minimalism.
Maximalism is the exact
doing
opposite
everything.
I
of
looked at what
minimalism.
maximalism is, and that's what it said.
Well, did you look up gullible dork?
You looked it up on antonym.com.
Okay, so a maximalist is someone who has like way too much in their house?
Maximize.
Like he wants to maximize.
Braggadocious.
Like a Baz Luhrmann
Big,
film.
extravagant,
Big.
you know.
Oh, okay. This is an educational podcast.
So let me tell you about maximalism. It's minimalism.
That's why I was confused because I was like, wait, isn't that minimalism? Maybe I Googled maximalism and it auto-corrected and then showed me the wrong article.
Yeah.
Bob said, let me tell you about maximalism and point out his dick.
We've discussed before how bad you are at Googling things. Case in point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, here we go.
Can you stop Googling all the time? You're bad at it.
Stop Googling yourself.
You're
I
bad at
should
it.
try to Google myself after this. Okay.
Turns out my name is Carl Bedweather. I don't know. Just some bad false search result.
In their 2023 trends forecasts, the expert at Nameberry found that this year could bring a seismic shift as parents react to and rebel against what has felt like a particularly intense and unsettling period in history. As such, we should prepare for a year of maximalist names, as the experts reckon lots of parents will be thinking more and more is more.
How about
that makes sense
maximalist
now.
as a name?
I know, it could be
That's what-
Maximilius.
Yeah.
Just go with an easy one, like maximalist.
From Bridgerton to Wednesday, maximalism has been everywhere on our screens lately, so it should be no surprise the experts credit TV as one driving force behind the change. When it comes to picking out larger-than-life names, though, we can expect to see influences sourced from a number of different art forms, like think baby names drawn from literature, fantasy, and anime, as well as picks from history, myth, and legend. Examples include Andromeda, Cleopatra, Draco, Lazarus, and Mazikeen, to share a few. Nameberry's list of suggestions also include Morpheus, Oberon, Persephone, Valerian,
Valerian.
Wolfgang, and Zebedee.
Zebedee.
Tinnitus.
All right, Aaron, who would you like to go first? Bomb.
All right. I am Leonidas, proud son of Fred and Tiff, Nowinski of Yakima, Washington.
Yakima.
It's funny.
If it's a boy, we're thinking Alex. If it's a girl, we're trying to think of a cute, unique way to spell anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Some names reveal the exact generation of the child and their parents, so says future name expert Optimus Prime.
You know, I was thinking of a name for my son. What do you think of God?
Can you put an effect on your voice on that? God.
He just immediately gets smited.
Guess not. Never mind.
He's cool with it.
Not wanting to totally abandon the recent trends, though, so you'll be seeing a lot more Kylie Stiffers, Bradenitises, Kelsey Thins, and Trevor Furs.
Trevor Fur.
Kelsey
What's up? My
Thins?
name is Trevor Fur.
Kelsey Thins are great, like when you're on a diet.
Yeah,
Kelsey
yeah.
Thins, yeah.
I mean, I like the original Kelsey Graham crackers.
I like Kelsey Thins, but I put them in the freezer.
Yeah, they're better cold.
I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, I mean it's thin Kelseys.
Thin nuts.
Speaking of Kelsey Grammer, I am Oberon, king of the Fae, supreme ruler of the other world, and all enchantments therein. How may I take your order?
Welcome to Burger King.
Burgarius, king of Whopperland.
We have special orders from the peasantry, and they do not upset us.
Whoppers, cheese and Whoppers, pickles Whoppers.
Have it your way.
Have it your way.
If I approve.
Whoppers, cheese and Whoppers.
Working.
You know, honey, it's a funny story how you got your name. See, there was a movie back then called Everything Everywhere All at Once. And the lead actress was amazing, but I couldn't remember her name. So that's why I call you that Asian lady from that movie I like.
Don't worry. This trend will end. Someday everyone will go back to true traditionalist baby names like and
I like that.
I am female, born of woman, named after my sisters who came before me. I am MaxiPad.
Maximalist pad. For those heavy days.
When you want to overdo it.
When you want to.
my Aunt Florencisius is coming over.
Yeah. My sister, PCOS. Oh, sorry, I forgot there was only men here.
What does it mean?
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
So that's a name.
We call her PCOS for short.
Call me Polly.
You were polycystic.
Yeah, there's so many genders and stuff now.
Aaron Kraft.
Wow.
To me, that seemed like a fun round. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. Some very clever names. I enjoyed Rick's Optimus Prime name.
Where'd you come up with that?
What? Take your order. So what was his name?
Oberon.
Oberon, the server. And then MaxiPad got a good laugh here. So
Sure did.
that's a sweep for Rick.
Nice.
A very rare sweep for Rick.
Yeah, reference back to our last episode. I hate to sweep.
And then I enjoyed Bob's Leonidas joke and name. God, the delivery was great.
God, the delivery was great.
Dear God, that delivery was great. 4 stars.
Yeah, that Asian lady.
Fuck you, racist.
Just
Racist
saying.
piece of shit.
And then Jeremy, the joke.
Oh God, it was great.
I enjoyed, again, the delivery on that. If you can, watch the YouTube video of Jeremy doing that. It's hilarious.
If you can.
If you can.
Somehow.
And I think you can.
Ability.
So
I don't know what you would need to
God,
watch.
deliver me this video.
3 points Rick, 2 points Bob, 1 point Jeremy.
Wow, a little
I don't
3,
like
2,
that.
1 jokes.
Let's go
Yeah.
to the next round, to the next round, to the next round.
Inside world's quietest room, where you can hear your bones grind and your neck turn. Should I whisper this whole story?
Nope.
Located in Washington. Located in Washington, Microsoft's headquarters is home to the quietest place in the world, as confirmed by Guinness World Records. There's nowhere on Earth quite like it. There's nowhere on Earth quiet like it.
Oh boy, stop that too.
Am I ruining your jokes? Or you just
I liked it.
You're ruining your jokes.
I quiet liked it.
Liked.
Yeah.
While the echo-free chamber is useful for testing audio equipment and their varying sounds, it can prove unnerving for anyone who dares enter. As soon as one enters the room, one immediately feels a strange and unique sensation, which is hard to describe. The principal
Is this a thriller?
the principal designer of the Ankyo anechoic chamber at Microsoft said. He also said that the absence of sound can feel deafening, as you may experience a ringing in your ear or a sense of fullness. Turn your head from side to side, and you'll be able to hear the movement. For the fullest experience, try turning off the lights. Though you should be warned, it's difficult to keep your balance under such circumstances. One user managed 1 hour and 26 minutes in the chamber, but not without reporting disturbing side effects, claiming he could see lights dancing around him and that he could hear his own bloodstream. Whoa. That's really fucking insane.
I want to do it. So
I
bad.
kind of want to do it too.
You guys-
I'm scared.
I used to do a lot of sensory deprivation tank stuff. That was kind of
We can
Like
tell.
it's a
Yeah.
sexual thing?
Oh god.
It doesn't have to be a sexual. It's not a sexual.
Yeah,
thing.
why does it have to be a sexual thing with you?
It's not a sexual thing, but he makes it a sexual thing.
That's why I asked.
The way I do it?
Yeah.
How would you make that sexual?
The way I
Let me show you.
experience sex, it's depriving.
Yeah.
Jeremy, would you like to go first?
Yeah. I recommend you go to the quiet room and listen to the latest episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes. Then leave us our first comment saying, "I'd rather hear my bones creak."
I think some more 1, 2, 3 jokes is coming. I know for a fact.
So quiet you can hear a panini drop into your lower intestine.
Glad you stopped swallowing pins.
It's a panini.
A quiet room with no echo. No thanks. This is 1, 2, 3 jokes, and we need to record an episode.
Good joke about the quality of the audio of this show.
I really hope that the audio on this episode is like.
I hope so too, motherfucker.
I sat in the quiet room for several minutes and finally had the opportunity to truly think about what I had done.
Wait, what?
It's like time out.
Yeah,
I was grounded.
Oh, you were.
I had a little trouble with this one.
I really like that joke.
Yeah, I've been in here forever. I heard my hair grow 0.0036 millimeters since I got here.
You know, too much quiet can cause madness, which is why you'll never hear any of us. Shut the fuck up.
I went in the room and got a chance to hear a song from that new album. Now that's what I call Bloodstream.
That's the most Jeremy joke I've ever heard in my life.
I used to work at a music shop back in the 90s, and those CDs were popular.
Yeah.
I get that joke.
We all get it. That's why we enjoy
I'm
it.
Aaron Kraft, alive in the 90s, and I approve of that.
I approve.
I'm Aaron Kraft. I've seen commercials.
Bragger.
But there aren't commercials anymore.
God, how rich
Yes,
were
that's
you?
fair enough. Fair enough. There aren't really commercials anymore.
Yeah, these were the olden days.
There are commercials. Have you ever watched our YouTube channel?
I have YouTube Premium.
I love listening to my favorite Beatles albums in the room. You can really hear the robust production and expert musicianship. I hate listening to the post-breakup songs from the Beatles. You can really hear the gunshot in a lot of those Wing songs.
A little dark.
I don't think a lot of the post-Beatles stuff is great. Some of it's good.
The post-Beatles stuff, like all music made after the Beatles?
No, stuff you got from the post office. Let's go.
I agree. The post office doesn't put out good music.
Bold claims.
Except for the postman. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You know, my grandma would always love to have the kids and grandkids over to the house. She said that the laughter would drown out the sound of her own blood.
And boy, was Grandma's blood loud at the end.
What?
At the very end, when she was dying of that blood disorder.
Aaron Kraft.
Carly's like all sitting up in her chair, like really wanting
I have to sit
throw
up
in zingers.
because otherwise Ricky's phone is like this the entire show.
It's not in the entire show. It's very specifically when I tell my jokes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
so
you need attention
90% of the
while I
show.
tell my jokes.
I don't need to touch a wall, but don't you want my reaction to your jokes like this?
No.
Don't you want that?
Yeah. You forgot to do this.
Don't you want to see this? Like
I'm sure some do. Aaron Kraft how the points shake out in round 2?
Carly, shake out those points.
You know what?
A million points to Carly.
You know what I
Aaron loves it when you grab his dick in one of his balls.
It's
I don't-
not alive.
I don't normally sit next to Ricky when we record. I actually think this is the first time Ricky and I have ever sat next to each other. I normally sit next to Bob and Jeremy.
What's the point?
What's your point?
Is that why you jerked off, Aaron?
Why you gotta blame? I would
She's
I'm
so
not
eager to
responsible for that at all.
I just wanted you to know that that's why there's a crazy amount of chemistry just jumping off of the screen right now.
I'm so repulsed sitting next to him. I have to jerk off the other guy next to me.
Oh,
This is not working.
So you need me here every Saturday? Oh God!
I've been looking for a woman who can handle my udders.
Oh my!
All right.
Okay,
Flustered Aaron.
so let's calm things down with the panini drop.
Brought to you by Quiznos.
He's still around.
Excuse me. My favorite joke from Rick was panini drop. Just the visuals, the delivery. It was.
In a word, toasty.
There's a lot going on there, but definitely his best one.
But Mamma Mia, that was great. Paninis.
Bob, what was your first joke? I didn't get it.
I don't remember.
You're doing everything from memory, huh? Not by reading it from your phone.
Oh,
What was the story again?
1, 2, 3 jokes is noisy, so he doesn't like the quiet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a quiet room with no echo, no thanks. This is 1, 2, 3 jokes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. I don't know why I didn't get it before. That was good. Okay. I like that one and the grandma joke that you did at the end.
Yo grandma joke.
At the
Yo,
very
grandma.
end.
Yo grandma blood so loud.
But it was Jeremy with the sweep
Whoa.
this round.
Ooh.
I can't read my writing. But now that's what I call
Bloodstream.
Bloodstream. Was really funny.
Thank you.
So 3 points Jeremy, 2 points Bob, 1 point Rick.
Wow.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Barn burner.
So for those
Burn,
listening
Barner.
and not watching on YouTube, what's our points going into the final round?
Everybody has 4 points.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
A tie. This is very exciting.
Three-way.
I love it when there's a tie going into round 3.
Carly
Anything can
loves a
happen.
three-way.
I love it. I love a three-way. I love a three-way when everyone's equitable, equal.
One ball, one hand.
Who knows what's going to happen in round 3? No cash, no bank heists in Denmark. Criminals now go online. For the first time in years, Denmark hasn't recorded a single bank robbery. Cash transactions in the Nordic country have become virtually obsolete, with Danes increasingly opting to use cards and smartphones for payment. It is just amazing because robberies put an absolutely extreme. How do you do it like a Danish?
I have no idea how
I
you
don't
do
know.
a Danish accent.
Think of the most famous Danish person you know, Hamlet. Do it like Hamlet.
Let's hear your Hamlet impression.
It is just amazing.
He didn't work at the Quickie Mart.
That is just amazing. No, that's okay. It's just amazing.
You can just talk.
Because robberies put an absolutely extreme strain on the affected employees every time they happen. Spokesman for the Danish Bank Employees Union said in a statement, cash withdrawals in Denmark have been dropping by about 3/4 every year for the past 6 years. Only about 20 branches. Only about 20 bank branches across the country have cash holdings. In 2000, 221 bank robberies were recorded. Finance Denmark said in 2021, there was just one. Initially, robbers switched their attention from bank branches to ATMs, with such attackings peaking at 18 in 2016, but those two have come down to zero amid better surveillance and technical protection. Finance Denmark said criminals in recent years have turned to defrauding people in the natural setting, online.
Oh, natural.
Is it me this time?
Yup.
Yeah.
So cute.
You guys made up.
So cute. We're so cute.
It's a breakthrough, everybody.
Can you tell your
Just trying to be rude.
Can you tell your jokes like that for the whole episode?
I kind of like that.
We're so adorable.
Really takes the edge off of Rick.
We're so cute.
Something isn't fraudulent in the state of Denmark.
You know, mobile apps have made things really easy these days. You can just take a picture of the money you plan to steal, and it's in your account within minutes.
I love that.
As a
I'd
thief,
love it if that were true.
I love that for you.
I love that for you. They say no banks were robbed, but that didn't prevent the bloody shootout involving star-crossed lovers Bitcoin and Clyde.
I guess I gotta cancel my raid on Copenhagen.
I guess. How will no cash affect strippers? Like, if they can't pick up small bills with their butt cheeks, it's the indignity of it.
You can Venmo
You know-
their butt cheeks.
Bob's always thinking about the strippers.
Somebody's got
Butt
to.
cheek.
You can just give them a picture of a dollar between butt cheeks.
Maybe they had a QR code on their thong.
Yeah, you can get a tattoo
really
with
good
QR code on your
idea.
fucking ass.
Yeah.
That'd be really smart.
Fucking ass. Dirty slut. Fucking tattoo it hard.
Asked and answered. We have
Got it.
Yeah.
No, but this year one Danish bank was hacked and robbed of $10,000 by someone with the username wearing a ski mask 69.
420.
420. Forgot the 420.
It's like Aaron's never done drugs in his life. Even though he does a ton of drugs.
There's no more money in the banks. I'm gonna have to. Oh no! Sorry. I forgot what this was.
Forget what I was saying.
There's no more money in the banks. I'm gonna have to steal the Little Mermaid statue. Nicolas Cage stars in Danish National Treasure.
And no one's going to care about him doing that because, never mind. Just edit
What
that.
does the Little Mermaid have to do with Denmark?
Denmark has the Little Mermaid statues.
Yeah.
Take the stories
From,
from
what's
That was actually the
Hans
coherent-
Christian Andersen.
Part of
Over.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hans
Thank you.
Christian Andersen.
There you go. That's Hamlet.
Oh, that's Hamlet.
Robert.
You know, the human element is missing from thievery these days. Like, you know, when you'd like steal from a guy and he'd be like, "No, please, that's the money for my daughter's school trip." I miss it.
This transition has been in the making for quite a while, but the last actual bank robber just gave the teller a note with the gun emoji and left with the bank gift card.
Is that it for the jokes? Aaron
I believe so.
Kraft. Who's the winner?
Felt like a down round.
I had trouble with that one too, man.
Rick, what was your first joke?
So long ago. Oh, was it the
Fraudulent.
Oh, something's not fraudulent in the.
That's
state of
right.
that.
Okay, gotcha. I like that one, and I liked your. I gotta cancel my raid on Copenhagen joke. Good delivery.
Yeah, I was just reading my notes. A little alert came up.
Oh, good.
Canceled. That's the point. Cancel rate on
Get to
Copenhagen.
cancel. You'll be charged $4.99 a month for the raid on Copenhagen.
I have a subscription to my own raid.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what they should have done for January 6th.
Anywho, yeah. Bob's strippers joke was great.
show, guys.
I have one opinion about January 6th. It's this.
Should have been canceled.
Strippers joke was
Rescheduled.
good. I don't know. What do y'all feel about the miss the human touch joke at the end?
The warmth of a woman?
Yeah, you know that we're big on human touch. So
You're saying it's not the same anymore. To me, that was again another good point.
That human touch isn't the same anymore?
Yeah, well, it's not the same anymore.
human element
Where's the human
of
element?
thievery.
Where's that
Get
human
that
touch?
human interaction. You
I like to
know,
put a face to the money I'm stealing.
a whole
Yeah.
victim criminal
Me
interaction.
too. Benjamin Franklin.
Okay.
I like to put a fist to the face of the money I'm stealing.
I hate you, forefathers.
Jeremy's Bitcoin and Clyde
It
was clever. It was clever. And then wearing a ski mask joke was funny. The emoji one just fell flat at the end.
You fell flat at the end.
So,
I think we all kind of fell flat at the end.
yeah, it was a tough round, but it's basically a tie.
Oh, Aaron.
Ooh.
Basically, or is.
Basically, ooh.
It's basically a tie between Rick and Jeremy.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's put a fist to the face of the
So how do you want to
Competitor.
determine the winner, Aaron?
Any extra jokes that weren't read?
Did I have an extra joke this one?
I don't think so.
Do not. I don't
we
do
wanna thank
extra
you for
work.
watching
No,
1, 2, 3.
Ricky,
Well-
quit doing that.
You know we cannot end the show on a tie.
Since you like human touch,
That we absolutely can end
why
the
don't
show
they
on a
both
tie.
touch you and then you can determine which one makes you feel most alive?
That sounds horrible. Let's.
I'll get his other ball and on his other dick.
It's like, Rick, you take two, I'll take two.
There's so much love on this
His
show. Let me tell
other
you.
dick?
Speaking of love and extra, I'm going to give that to you, Jeremy, as a gift.
Nope.
Oh.
Aaron, you decide.
Can't return my gift.
You know what? I liked Rick's two better than I liked Jeremy. It's the Bitcoin and Clyde. It was for me. It was so, but they
I
laughed.
like your two.
So, thank you.
Give me one of them.
Do we have? You know, I do want to say. Recently, Hannah started a new thing called the Golden Point. Is that what it was? Golden Point.
I don't know.
It's about a
And-
clit.
And it's gonna, and it's gonna be like maybe there was just one outstanding joke of the whole episode that gets a golden point, and they're gonna accumulate over the year. We'll do a best of at the end of the year. Do you see any that qualify for the golden?
That's just for
point?
future reference. Anyway, Aaron Kraft, do you want to just make a snap judgment, decide a winner?
Well,
Golden jokes.
Call back to last episode. I kind of want Jeremy to go home crying tonight. So, God, that sounded mean.
Yeah,
that was so
and you
mean.
That is
said I
very
won,
mean.
like, a minute ago.
That sounded
Okay,
mean.
well, Aaron's deciding on a winner.
He already
it's
did.
decided.
He said me.
It's Rick.
Oh, it's Rick. Oh, congratulations, Rick.
Thank you.
That's why he was trying to
I think
delay
you're just on the last slide.
No, it's frozen.
It won't go with
It
the
won't
arrows?
go. It won't go back and
It
forth.
doesn't matter. It doesn't. Oh,
No, now
You're
it's
just
going.
on the last slide.
I had it earlier.
And now it's
weird.
time for Carly's
We got to do the whole show over again, guys.
burning questions.
Carly, do you have any burning questions?
oh yeah. I got a question for you. Has anyone here ever catfished a dolphin? Burning question. Have you ever used your glasses for looking into your own soul? Okay, so
I haven't. Oh my God.
I'm going to take it back to the first story that feels very long ago about maximalist names, and I want to ask you guys what you names.
Me name is Bob.
I know you're trying really hard to ask.
He name is Jeremy.
Okay, sorry. I'm debating between two questions, so I'll just ask both. Number one, where do your names come from? Like, were you named after someone, or is it just arbitrary, your name? The other question is...
That's funny, my name is arbitrary.
The other question is, well, some of you have kids, so this is kind of a stupid question, but like, what names do you think you're gonna name? If you were gonna have another kid,
Like a maximalist name.
What will I change my kid's name to? I believe I was named after my biological grandfather. I think. So my grandfather is not my
was his
blood
name
related guy.
Robert?
Yeah. And my middle name is from my grandfather. Not my blood related grandfather.
What's
I
your
was
middle name?
named
Eugene.
Dweeb.
Apologies to any listeners out there named Eugene.
Was that the point of this question?
We want to make sure we apologize to the people named Eugene.
Wow, you're gonna lose your Eugene market share. There.
We're big with the Eugenes.
Eugene Levy.
I was named after Israelite prophet Jeremiah Martinez.
The bullfrog?
The bullfrog.
He was a bullfrog.
Was a good
I
friend of
do.
mine, too.
I do like some maximalist names though. Like I've always thought, like Wadsworth would be a cool name.
What?
Yeah,
No.
you call him Wade for short.
That is
Wadsworth.
Martinez?
Fucking Wad.
That's cool. Wadsworth.
That's the name that a bully would give you.
Yeah. Come here, Wadsworth.
Wadsworth.
What the fuck is Wadsworth? Where's that come from?
Chameleonaire. That's a pretty good one.
Chameleonaire Martinez.
Wadsworth pussy F word or something.
Wadsworth. Wow.
There was
I
a
say the F word.
there was a professional wrestler went by a name like Ezekiel Jackson or something like that, but his real name was way better. It was Ryklon Stevens,
Ryclaw.
and I've never heard that name ever in my life, Ryklon, or I haven't heard it since. But that's a badass name.
Sounds like an
Ryklon.
aerosol spray paint.
Ryclaw.
That's why it sounds so cool.
Who are you named after, Aaron?
Let me think. Bible. Aaron was the brother of Moses.
Is that really why your parents named you Aaron?
I'm sure that's where
Because
they
you're
heard
a
it
bromo?
from. A bromo.
Brother of Moses.
Brother
Oh.
Moses.
That's funny. Rick wins the game.
Aaron's got bromo bad.
Brother of missing out.
I like big names, and I can't lie.
I like
When a girl
itty bitty in the middle.
When a girl walks in with a long birth certificate.
Little middle name, but you got much front.
That's why I always just prefer an initial in the middle.
Initial in the middle.
I wasn't named after anyone. I think my mom just liked the name Carly, but for Jews, you have a Hebrew name. And for most like Jewish people, it's like Rachel or Sarah or something like biblical.
Sure.
I dated a Sarah.
Yeah, well, my mom was like,
Okay.
I don't like
Okay,
any of
sir.
those biblical names, and she wanted to name me after someone. And in the Hebrew language, there's a letter that makes the TZ sound, so it's like tss, like tss, 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 tss. We don't have that in English.
So your name's snare drum.
Yeah.
Hi-hat.
My name's. So anyway, she had an aunt named Seely, so she made
Posturpedic.
she made my name. My Hebrew name is.
That's what they called her around the
Seal,
neighborhood.
Like Tzeal, but it's not a real Hebrew name. Like no one is
Seal.
named Seal. She made it up. And I told my.
What about the kiss from the rose? His name is Seal.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not Seal though. Seal.
I compare you to
Seal.
that.
I do.
So I told.
Although
my,
sometimes you get a little bit crazy.
I told my husband my Listen. I told my husband my Hebrew name once, and then like hadn't mentioned it, and then like months later we were talking about the Hebrew name thing, and he goes, "What's your Hebrew name? Tsitsi?" So now,
Like the fly.
yeah, so now as a joke we call each other Tsitsi.
You my little Tsitsi.
Tsitsi.
I remember when
He
that's
likes
sexy.
also calls him in the bedroom. You're two little Tsitsi's.
oh wait,
And
Ricardo,
he sometimes I pull his toes and I say, "You get your Tsitsi."
your name, Ricardo.
Hot. What's that?
Your name,
It's Ricardo. That's my dad. That's just his name.
Ricardo's my father.
He's not really named after anybody, but I'm named
Please,
after
call
my
me
father. Yeah, and then other names that I think are good.
Please call me Dad.
Daddy.
Daddy was my father's name. Call me Dad.
Right in the middle of sex, you're like, she goes, call me, she calls you daddy, and you're like, oh, no. That was my father's name.
What if someone named their kid mom or something? That would be so confusing.
That would be confusing.
Yeah.
I remember
Borderline abusive, I think, probably. I think that would be a big deal.
somebody when before my son was born, somebody suggested that I name him after me.
Let me give you a tip.
Have you ever considered the name Bob?
But that to me, that just seems so egotistical or
still
silly.
annoying,
Well, you have a giant ego, so it's right on brand.
Yeah, so I don't need to,
So is
Go even further.
your son's name Roddy or Roderick?
His full name is Roderick.
I love it. I love that.
Second
I do
part,
like
he's
that
named
name.
after me. The second part.
Rick?
Sure.
Because he couldn't decide between Rod or Rick, so it's Rod or Rick.
I do like the name Roderick.
And his initials are Rat. It says Roderick
Aw.
Angel Timmons because Angel's like her grandfather's name. So Rat.
Rat.
Yeah. And he was born in the year of the rat.
Hey,
Nice.
And so was I.
Me too.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
me too.
Bunch of rats.
I think I was born in the year of the tiger.
Oh, I was born in the year of the rat bastard.
Special for
Only 'cause
you.
My parents weren't married.
And they were rodents, of course.
You know what, though? How come people are always named after people? Why can't we name people before people?
You got some? Keep going.
Okay, like I'm gonna
Stand
I
up.
want my ancestors to be named Tin Can. I don't know. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I almost had it.
Yeah, it was there.
Thank you.
You almost saw the impossible happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Carly, for your burning question. Thank you,
my God, you're
listeners
welcome.
and viewers, for all you do for us. Do more, though. Pay money by going to
Carly, show them
Patreon.
what they can do.
Okay.
You can do that.
You can do that.
That's not
You can do
unique,
this
it's the,
with your
like,
hands wherever you are. In your car. You can do it in your house.
Bobby
Really
put
ask
some
that you-
maracas in her hand.
masturbate when you listen or watch one, two,
And you
Is
got
this how you masturbate, Ricky? Just like this with your fists in the air?
Sure.
I'm at at least one. Yeah.
like
If he's
if
upside
I can
down.
get off.
Yeah.
Oh!
Skeet, 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 skeet,
See,
skeet.
see, 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 see.
No, it's ruined. It's ruined my cute, adorable thing with my
Yeah,
husband.
what's your Hebrew name? Skeet, skeet, skeet.
No!
To the
According to
window,
some.
to the wailing wall.
Oh, you Hebrews crawl.
Till the sweat drips down my scrawls. Thank you once again for listening and watching. Pay money to us, you bastards. You rat bastards. The links, all the pertinent links are in the episode descriptions, whether you're listening or watching. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell for notifications when new episodes drop. Like, share, subscribe, tell people about the show. All that stuff really helps us out. Anything else we'd like to mention?
That my head is bigger than everybody else's.
Yeah, that's what happens when you sit right in front of the camera. I'm Jeremy Martinez,
I'm Ricardo Big Head Leon.
named after my father, Danny Big Head.
Weird thing is, he had a small head.
I come from a generation of small heads.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
Carly Skeet Skeet Cat.
I'm Teet Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Bromo Kraft.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
Jokesius.
Jokesy.
Jokesius Maxius.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh man.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Jokes!
Jokes!